Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today we will be discussing the Peabody Developmental Motor Skills 3rd edition with an emphasis on the online scoring system. Let's jump right in. My name is Kayla Jones. I am an occupational therapy student currently studying at Ithaca College in upstate New York. So the main point of this video is to share with you the main differences between the PDMS-2 and the PDMS-3. I can go over how to administer the PDMS-3 in a different video. I almost said PDMS-2 just because it's what I'm used to, but it's 2023. It is now the PDMS-3. Fun fact for you, the first edition of the Peabody Developmental Motor Skills, originally developed by Ron DeFolio and Rebecca Faywell, came out in 1983, and then the second edition came out in 2000, and now the third, 2023. So the differences between the two are drastic. There have been lots of different research and case studies that have gone on to help add to the PDMS-3. And so I wrote down some of the biggest changes on the sticky note, so I will break it down for you guys. So the biggest change to the PDMS-3 from the PDMS-2, I would say, is the PDMS-3 online scoring report system. So now you can actually score and go through reports online just by entering the data in, and you're no longer required to convert the subtest item scores to scaled scores and standard scores and percentile ranks. This online report system is able to generate a composite index score, and it gives you high and low confidence intervals to compare scores for intra-individual differences in each specific clinic, and if a therapist moves from clinic to clinic within different patients and clients, which I think is really awesome, just to provide that professional experience into what you're seeing. You're also able to obtain a score summary in a narrative report, which could be awesome when reporting back to insurance for evaluations. Saves you a lot of time typing. And there are printable materials that are needed for test administration, which I think will go a long way. Here is a tutorial on how to find the Peabody online scoring report system. So you're going to click on assessments, and then from there you're just going to click on early childhood. And once you get to this part of the site, you are going to look in the P area for Peabody. Go ahead and select the PDMS-3. And there it is. So on this page is some information about how to purchase one, the publication date, the age, recommendations, and also just some norms associated. Okay, and now go to how do I access the online scoring system. And that's going to give you a hyperlink to set up an account. And then from here, you will get brought to this ProEd page. Once that process is completed, you'll get a link that brings you to this page. There's my email. Reach out if you guys have any questions. And from here, there is a endless amount of information at your fingertips. This is me scrolling through the Peabody manual. So I'm not going to select Examinee tab just because I want to protect patient privacy, but there is an Examiners tab, and that is where you will add different therapists working in the clinic. If you press on Motor Activities Program, it brings you to an itemized list of every item in the Peabody. And here we have our first item. Hooray! Holding your head up against gravity, baby. So yes, there are many of these available on the online scoring report system. There are tons.
So much information, so many PDFs. So I'm going to log out now. I just want to emphasize that there are also printable materials available on the online score report system. Here's the squiggly. And that's about it.
So the subtests were renamed. I want to say that most of the items stayed the same. However, I don't want that to lead you to just jumping right into the assessment, thinking that it is the same as the PDMS-2. The subtests were renamed and still represent similar motor skills. There was an extra subtest added and another taken out. So the new subtest is physical fitness for the gross motor component of the assessment. The sample size of clinical cases were increased while conducting research for this assessment. There was also a test bias investigation made in order to ensure that there was no bias regarding race, gender, or ethnicity. Some goals I have in this presentation, in this video, are to help with the OT process. So evaluation, intervention, and then we see outcomes. And so the PDMS-3 can be a great tool used for evaluation. I hope that educating other therapists and refreshing our knowledge on this assessment will help implement an ease to evaluation that will then give us better results for a child, more accurate information for insurance companies and families. If we are able to collect accurate data on a child, that then gives us a steady foundation to build off of. It's important that therapists are all on the same page about the child and we're all communicating accurately in order to help the child grow and develop. The PDMS-3 is a valuable assessment that can be used in evaluations. As OTs, it's important that we have theory at the center of our practice. We are a research-based occupation. We are a research-based profession. And it's important to continue with that education and keep our work grounded in theory. As occupational therapists, we have 7 core values that provide a foundation to OT. Those 7 values are altruism, equality, freedom, justice, dignity, truth, and prudence. And keep up with this code of ethics. It's important that we conduct up-to-date and accurate assessments. So as I'm wrapping up, I just want to touch on a couple things. One thing that I love about the PDMS-3, just personally kind of going off of script here, is the early motor childhood development chart from the PDMS-3. This is something that I look at least once a day. It's colorful, it's concise, and it's a good tool to have in the clinic or in the office. And that's it. Stay curious, be kind, and keep learning. Bye, folks. Thanks so much for watching. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up and feel free to subscribe.